squirrel. And this kit will teach you how to draw him. Super cute and a perfect little summer project. And it also comes with a beautiful set of 12 colored pencils. These are really nice colors, and it comes with this bag and a sample piece of paper, a sticker, and sharpener. So you can take all of this on the go, and all the materials that come inside the kit fit in the envelope. So it makes it really handy. You don't need anything else. You can just grab and go. Don't have to find a reference photo, nothing. Everything is included. So I'll just show you the pieces real quick. So this is the grisaille that you draw on top of. It's this print on this beautiful Legion Stonehenge paper, and you start with this, and using your reference photo, you start to fill in the image, and the pencils are super pigmented, so it's going to give you great coverage on there. And then it also has a more close-up photo, which is really handy. You can see the details nice and clear. And then we also have the instructions and color guide, so you can follow the step-by-step for really good results. So it's really awesome, and I'm going to be drawing that, and you can we've got plenty of great deals, great flash sales. So this whole kit for all the pieces that are included is only $15 on Flash. So it is currently 50% off. Great deal. So definitely jump on that if you are interested, and just follow me along as I draw this adorable little squirrel. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'll put you right there. Hey Gwen, thanks for joining. Hope you're having a great morning, and thanks to those watching on YouTube. Go ahead and join us on Whatnot. And I've got some other things I'm going to be showing you during this show, some other art goodies. And if you want everything all together, the max shipping you will pay is $9.21. So that's also a really good deal. So here's another close-up of the pencils. It is, thank you. Here's a sharpener it comes with. These are beautiful, high-quality colored pencils. So you will definitely enjoy using these. I love the colors. And I'm just gonna jump in and start drawing a squirrel. So what I'm gonna do, hi Mega Doomer, thanks for joining. Good to have you back. Well, actually, what I do with this piece for the details on the fur is I'm just going to quickly show you our embossing tool set. If you haven't seen these before, these embossing tools are really handy. You can see it, they come in a set of 5 really cute crystal styluses, and then they have 2 ends, thinner and thicker, and these are great for detail. So what I do is I grab one of the ones that have a nice thin end for fur, and I just make tiny little pencil strokes in here, and this is going to etch into the paper tiny little strokes. And when you color on top of these, it will give the appearance of fur. And it saves you a lot of time because you're just kind of coming in here doing tiny little flicks. You don't have to press super hard, depends on how deep or how thick you want your lines to be. But you'll see it as I color on top, and the more layers I do, the more that the lines underneath will show up. So this is great for doing fine art pieces because it saves you a lot of time doing the details. But you can also do use this for cards, and I can show you a little sample too. So you can see here, I'll just show you a little example. When you press into that paper, and you can
make sure you don't go through on your art.
you can see that line under there. So it's pretty cool. You can do some different give some different effects with that. And again, you can use it for cards, you can show it, and you can use this in your coloring books.
I love that.
But you can just do little designs and then color on top of it. Doesn't matter how dark you go, that design will not disappear. So really neat, and it's perfect for whiskers and fur and lots of detail. And you'll see me using this little crumb brush throughout as well. And you can find this in our store. It's just a handy little brush to keep your art space clean. Hi, Brittany and Crafty Gal. Thanks for joining this morning. So what I'm going to do is now go over the face. And you won't see those lines yet until I layer some darker colors. But I love those embossing tools. They're very cool. Definitely a little art hack there. I hope everyone is having a good morning. It's pretty hot over here in North Carolina. Let me know how the weather is where you live. At least us artists have it easy. We can do our craft in the indoors in the air conditioning. So I'm just kind of making a base here with this light color jasmine. And if you're unfamiliar with our colored pencils, they are super beautiful. So they're hexagonal and high quality. You can see we have a name and number for each pencil. And this set that they come in have all sorts of really pretty colors. You get some neutrals in here too. So this is just a great set to have. If you've tried our pencil before and you want more, you can get this kit and try these colors. So what I'm doing is just following this reference photo. So I'm keeping this next to me so that I can follow it and get the most accurate colors. These colored pencils are color matched to the image, so you're going to get really accurate colors. So I'm just keeping this beside me so I can follow that. And then again, it comes with step-by-step instructions that you can follow along. We also have a draw along class for this kit. So if you're interested in that, you can go to grisaille.com and get the class. And that's an online virtual class. And go ahead and get that embossing set if you're interested, because it's only $5.25. It's a 5-piece set. It's a really good deal. But this is great if you're a beginner or you are an experienced artist and you're just looking to practice your blending and shading. These kits are absolutely perfect for that. And see, I'm going to take that embossing tool again and do some fur by the mouth. And then you will see that kind of overlap when I do the shadows. But just kind of getting in here, doing tiny little pencil strokes. Or not pencil strokes, but just kind of feathering it out like that. And this is just the base color that I'm doing. And I'm going to build some of those colors and layers as I go. Again, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, come join us on Whatnot to be a part of the awesome deals we've got going on. I love this squirrel kit. I think it's so cute. So I'm going to use my next color. start to get some more color on here. And you can't see it much yet because I'm using really light colors. Hey Diane, thanks for joining us. You can see where I've used that embossing tool. And the darker I get with my colors, then the more noticeable those will be. But you can also do it in between layers because whatever color you use this on top of will be kind of preserved underneath. So you can get cool layered effects like that. Hope you're doing well today. So now I'm just going over with this apricot color. And these colors are really fun because they're pretty bright. You wouldn't think that you would use so many colors for the spur. But you can see here, this is the envelope. But how cute is that guy? There's so many colors in here. So this is a red squirrel. I'll show you the back here too. So this is everything that is included, and this kit is only $15 today. You get a full set of 12 colored pencils and a sample piece of paper, sharpener, and lots of goodies in here. Everything you need. And it's easy to follow along because you've got your instructions. Hello, thanks for joining. But again, great for beginners if you're trying to learn how to draw. It's so easy to follow along, and you can see that once you go over with those base layers, the print underneath, the grisaille, completely disappears, and you're just left with a beautiful piece of fine art. Your colors don't look gray at all, just complete coverage. So maybe if you've done a lot of coloring books and you're looking to kind of maybe step up your art game, try something different, this is a great place to start. Gotta get the little tufts of the ears here. So you can see where I use that embossing tool, you're getting some little hairs. And I'm gonna go in with another color. This one's called Vermilion. It's a little bit darker, a little more red. I know it looks crazy at first, but you just gotta trust the process with these colors. They look so beautiful once they're fully blended. You really want to get the brightness and color in that fur. So I love these kits because they really make you step out of your comfort zone a little bit. And they're going to tell you what colors to use, and you just have to trust the process. Because it might not be what you think, but then once you are finished, it's going to look really good and very realistic. So it's great if you want to try something, kind of try more realism. So I'm just going to do a little bit more of this. So we're going to get a layered look fur. Maybe use a little bit of terracotta. And then once you add terracotta, it kind of makes sense. But now you can see those lines I made. Hey, Marsha's Place, thanks for joining. Hope you're having a good morning so far. Let me know if you guys have any questions about the kits. Just doing a little ear. But you can see how easy it is to layer these colors on top of one another and get realistic results fairly quickly. It's just nice because you get to skip the sketching and get right to the coloring. And if you want to watch a full, more in-depth tutorial, again, we have classes available for just about every kit over at chriseye.com, and we also have some freebies you can download, some free coloring pages and color charts, all sorts of things over there. Remember, this kit is only $15 for all of those supplies, and just for the pencils alone, that is a great deal. These pencils are really fun and easy to use. You can see how easy they are to blend. So I'm just doing tiny little strokes in the direction of the fur. I'm going in very light with this color because I just want it to kind of blend with those base layers of color. So I'm just kind of using the side of my pencil to lay this color down. I'm just trying to build layers at the moment. And then you can always, like I said, go in with your embossing tool. And then once you color more on top, then you'll get that layered effect with the fur. So that's a great artist hack. And you can use it for other things too. Hey Charlie, thanks for joining. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. I am demonstrating one of our drawing kits. This is the red squirrel. Super fun and easy.
Let's start our first giveaway for the day. Go ahead and join our giveaway.
I'll show you what that giveaway is real quick. You will get one of these cute zippered pencil pouches, and you can choose the color too. So, hey Sophie, thanks for joining. Go ahead and join the giveaway. We're giving away these cute little pencil cases. They are waterproof, so you can take them with you traveling. I'm showing off our adorable red squirrel drawing kit. So here's what it looks like. Comes with all of these supplies. You get a reference photo, and you get step-by-step instructions and a set of 12 colored pencils with some goodies in there too. So
Today we just have the primary set on sale.
oh, can we see a floral case?
Yeah. But right now we have the primary colors that are on sale.
Big zipper colored pencil case.
Yes. This. Is that what
So-
you want?
Here is what the inside of your case is going to look like. So you can organize your pencils. It fits the whole set of 72, and we have 3 different designs available. So we've got the yellow gold color with these flowers. You can see the zippers here. We have that in blue as well, and then black. And again, here is the inside, these zippers, and then it even has a slot for your pencil sharpener. Could fit some embossing tools in there too. And these are $18, and they are great quality. They're nice and sturdy, so they're going to last and hold up for you. And they have multiple different zippered sections. Hello, thanks for joining. You can join our giveaway for these little pencil cases, and you can choose the color too. So if you're just joining in, here's what I'm working on. We've got this adorable red squirrel drawing kit that comes with this high quality reference photo. And you start out with this grade image that you color on top of. This is Legion Stonehenge warm white paper, a really high quality, beautiful artist paper. It comes with this set of 12 colored pencils. You've got some great tones in here. Comes with sharpener, sample piece of paper, and a sticker. These are beautiful pencils. They're hexagonal and they won't roll, which is great. They're nice and sturdy, easy to hold, easy to sharpen. They've got the color name and number here. And then you've got instructions that you can follow and a color guide so you can see all the colors you have and where to put them. And if you want more in-depth instruction, you can go to grisaille.com, add on a virtual class. And that is also taught by me. And it's a 2-hour-long virtual class that you can watch as many times as you like if you want to know how to do it in depth. So that's a great option if you're just wanting to improve your art and your blending, shading. You're wanting to just improve your skills. These kits are perfect. They make a great gift too.
30 seconds on the giveaway.
Go ahead and join that giveaway. All right, let's see. So I'm just kind of layering some colors on here. These pencils blend really nicely, but these kits are great for all ages. So if you know somebody that is wanting to learn how to draw, this makes a great gift. Okay, let's see. All right, Charlie, you won the giveaway. Congratulations. You can pick your color. We've got blue, lime, navy, gray, red, light blue, and black. So you can choose any of these colors. Let us know which one you want. Thanks for joining in, guys. I am demonstrating our Grisaille drawing kit for the red squirrel. Super cute kit. You get step-by-step instructions, comes with a set of colored pencils. All right, Charlie, we're going to put the red aside for you, and that'll be shipped out tomorrow morning. So thank you so much for joining that giveaway. And if you can't purchase anything today, please just give us some hearts. We really appreciate that support from you guys always. And if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, please head over to Whatnot so you can be part of the giveaways. So I'm going to, let's do the eye. Because the eye always pulls everything together. So I can also use my embossing tool again and trace these highlights so that they won't get covered up by my pencil. So this is such a great tool again for details. You're etching in the paper so that your highlights are preserved and they won't get covered up. So I'm just tracing with black. I'm going to fill this in, go around those highlights. I love doing eyes. It's like my favorite part. And this is just so nice and easy because you don't have to trace, you don't have to worry about messing up so much because you're just tracing what's underneath. And you can see there's no coverage once you add color, or there's no sign of the print underneath. There's no gray, which is amazing.
You want to show the clipboard too? And I could put that on flash.
Okay.
How about, let's see. I'll run it for,
So you can see how easy that is to do details. All
I'll run a
right.
3-minute flash on that.
All right. So this, let's go ahead and turn this around. So this is our clipboard. You can clip your art to it, so you can also see this is where you start with the grisaille of the squirrel. And this is a beautiful color. It's like a sage green. And this storage clipboard is awesome because you can fit the entire kit in here. You can fit all of your art supplies, your blenders, your colored pencils, like literally everything fits in here to take on the go. And it's only $8 right now. So go ahead and get this. You can see it's pretty big. And really convenient to carry all of your art supplies with you. And then here's a look at the beautiful color. I love it so much. So again, you can take any kit with you on the go, and all your supplies. You can carry paint in here, different mediums. It's nice and thick, but not too bulky either. So super handy. I'm gonna show you close up to this nice clip. Will hold your art in place, of course. And then when you open it up, you can fit your colored pencils and all the pieces of the kit inside. So for $8, it's a great deal. 20% off. We only have a minute and a half left. We only have a couple in this color. So beautiful sage kind of teal color. So really pretty. But yeah, you can fit everything in there. You can take this to the beach with you if you're going on vacation. Anywhere you go, it's nice to just have this. And you can see this is where I started with this. Oh yeah, got to take my stuff out. And here's where I'm at. So easy to fill in this drawing. So 40 seconds left, $8. It will be shipped tomorrow morning. We only have a few more in that beautiful sage green because it is such a nice color. So grab that. You can take gouache, watercolors, everything on the go. All right, let's get back to trying. Hello, thanks for joining. So I'm just giving a little space for the highlight of the eye. Hello, thanks for joining. Welcome in. So a little tip I always do for eyes, I'm also going to use my little crumb brush here to clean this off, is I take a color, I pay close attention to the highlights of the eyes, and again there's a close-up version which is really handy, but you can see that there are some colors in the eye and you want to pay close attention to that. Oh, thanks Bloody, appreciate that. That will be shipped to you tomorrow morning. You want to take that highlight color and just use that in the highlights because that makes a really big difference, making those eyes look more realistic. And you don't want your eyes to ever be pure black. You should always have a little bit of maybe brown, but you definitely want to add a highlight color. It makes a big difference in how realistic it looks. And you can go back with those highlights, make them more pronounced. Like I said, eyes are my favorite part because I love doing details. So you can see that's my eye. Thanks for joining in. So if you see these colored pencils and you want to try them, we also have a primary set available. And I'll show you those colors. Oh, right here, right next to me. So if you're interested in trying the pencils, we have a primary set, and this has your basic colors and has that sharpener and test piece of paper too. So you can try these for yourself. They're really high quality and fun to use because they're very blendable and buildable. They're not too waxy, they're not too hard, they're just perfect. These are just right. So what I'm going to do for the white parts too is just kind of add a little bit of this jasmine color. My other tip just in general is to make most things have just a hint of color because usually things are not pure white. Even if they look white, you want to add a slight dark tone. So I'm just going to blend this a little bit. It's going to look like the fur is blending in with this part. Hey Connie, thanks for joining. Welcome, welcome. This is our squirrel drawing kit. that anybody can draw. He's so cute. Trying to bring him to life a little bit here.
Got about 2 minutes left on the primary color pencil set.
So if you joined and you are curious about our colored pencils, you can try out this set of 12 primary colors. So you get your red, orange, yellow, greens, blues, purple, and then you get that piece of paper that all of our kits are printed on. Super high quality artist paper. You can try these out. They're very pigmented, blendable. Hexagonal barrel, won't roll, keeps that core protected, easy to sharpen. And it's only $7 right now. These are beautiful colored pencils.
I mean, you get a
They're
free
pink.
case with that. You know, it comes in a cute little free case.
Yep. So you can keep them all organized in a nice little case too. But they're definitely not your average pencils that would come in something like this kit, because they are actually artist grade. I use them in all my personal pieces. They do not feel cheap at all. They feel very nice. If you see something else that you're interested in our shop, just let me know and I can show it for you. And I'm happy to demonstrate or answer any questions you might have about our products. So now I'm just kind of lightening up these little spots. Thanks for joining. So does it recommend how to color or are you on your own? So the cool thing about our kits is it comes with all the materials you need. So here's everything it comes with, and that includes a color guide. So it shows you where to put each color. And here's all of the colors it comes with the name and number. So it's easy to follow here. And then it has step-by-step guide. So you are not on your own. It tells you how to start, how to do the details and the background. So, and if you want more in-depth instruction, you can get a draw along class that is available on our website at grisaille.com. So you do have that option too if you want a really in-depth tutorial. But this does give you a really good place to start because it's showing you where to put those colors so that you don't have to completely figure it out either. So you know like which colors to blend and all of that. And then you have this reference photo that is a really high quality print, so it's easy to see. And then you also get a close-up if you want to see the features on the face. So this is great if you are still learning to draw or you're just wanting to improve your skills. It makes you feel like you're drawing like a pro because you're just filling in this image and you can see there's no trace of any of that grisaille underneath. So this will be completely covered. Even with your lightest shade, it covers this up. So it does, still you have to do the work. You have to do you have to put that color down, the shading, the highlighting. So you have to put in that work like you would with any other drawing, but you get an amazing place to start. You don't have to sketch. Oh, thank you, Connie. You're going to love it. We'll get that shipped out to you in the morning. But you don't have to sketch, you don't have to find a reference photo, you don't have to color match your colored pencils, try to get the same colors. All the pencils included are already matched to the colors in the photo, and you just blend them together. And again, if you want an in-depth tutorial with showing you how to do every detail from start to finish for the most professional results, you can go ahead and get that draw along class. That is taught by me. So yeah, I love being a part of the Grisaille team. It's very fun, but I love doing the draw along classes. So you will get this beautiful set of pencils. It'll come with the sharpener, and you can test your colors out. You can mix and blend so you know what colors you want to use, and that comes with a sticker too. So if anybody else wants this kit, it has 5 more minutes left on the flash sale, $15 for just this pencil set with this little case and everything that's included in here. Like, that is a great deal on
This is
its own.
seriously the cheapest that we've ever had this kit.
Yeah,
So
this is the best
time
deal.
to get it.
And it's perfect for summer. And I have this little guy in my home actually, in hanging on my wall. So I have little frames that I just switch out my drawings for the season. So I really like this one for summer and fall. Very cute. And not only do you get to practice, your facial features and fur, but I love the tree bark because it's actually easier than it looks. It's really fun to do those details and these leaves too. So you're getting the color right here. You've got, yellows and greens and blues, lots of different colors, and they just work so well together. So you're going to be very proud of your finished piece. I know you will. Super fun. So I'm going to do some of those facial features. I'm just sharpening my pencil so I can do those whiskers and little facial details. For my sharpener. Perfect. So I love that it comes with a sharpener too, because you don't have to look for anything else. So now I'm going to do,
And last thing you want is to have to go looking around for a pencil sharpener.
yeah,
There's that.
thank you. Okay, so just doing these little dots and just tracing over these whiskers. Just want to make sure your pencil is nice and sharp for this part. And that little plastic sharpener actually works really well. I'm just tracing this. Then we're going to do that little nose. And then you can let me know if you want to see more of the squirrel or if I should do some leaves. I'm going to do the leaves with the trees. So I'm laying down black, and then I'm going to blend out some with this brown shade. So this color is just called brown because it's just your basic deep brown shade. And this is great for shading. It softens the black a little bit, so sometimes I'll do black and then put a little bit of brown, and that's what I did for the eyes too. And I know the mouth always looks a little harsh at first when you're doing animals. And then I'll feather that out with terracotta. So a tip for doing these kits, if you want it to blend really beautifully, is you can actually start with your shadow colors and then blend outwards. Because once you apply the colors on top, it's completely covered. So if you want to make sure you know where your details should be with the shadows, you can start with your darks and blend out with midtones. So that's a big tip from me. I mean, it also tells you in the instructions, so it's not just me, but I do use that technique a lot. But definitely starting with your darks and going from there, and you can always leave the highlights. And another thing that's nice about this paper is not only does the application of the pencils just feel so creamy and beautiful, and it can take so many layers. It's amazing. Is that this is a warm white paper, and you might not be able to tell, but it is warm white. So when you add your white colored pencil on top and you do those highlights, it will actually stand out a little bit more. And I don't know about you guys, but it's always like I prefer kind of having a little bit of an undertone to the paper, because if it's pure white, sometimes it just feels a little too stark. And I just love that this is just toned down a bit. And then of course, you know, you don't have, you can just eliminate that blank page syndrome. Because you're not having to start from scratch.
I'm gonna run another giveaway, and also I'm gonna start a flash sale after that if you wanted to do it for the blender.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and start that flash, and
Yeah.
then you can show them a little bit about the blender.
So I will be using that soon too. So I'm going to show you our blenders now. I'll give you a little example, but here's what the package looks like. So you get a pack of 2. These are 2 premium colorless furniture blender pencils. They're made with beautiful wood. You can see the name right there in gold lettering. You can see it when you use this, it has a beautiful texture, and it will go in and fill in the texture of the paper. So it smooths it out. It gives you this kind of powdery finish. It's absolutely beautiful. Works like a dream. So I'm just going to show you a quick example with the colors I have with me right now. So I'm just going to lay down a couple colors, and then I'll show you kind of a before and after.
I think this is the best price in the besides the kit of the show. 50% off.
Thank
Just
you,
during
Lisa.
Flash.
Yeah, this is a great deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get some color down, and you'll see the difference. Lisa, if you're interested in the squirrel and you want to try to draw him yourself, he's only $15 right now, and you get a set of colored pencils and all your supplies that you need to draw, and you'll see your art really improve.
Let me pin this blender side.
So what I'm doing is just making sure I've got some color on here so that you can see. All right, so you can see that these pencils blend beautifully on their own, but you can see that pencil texture showing through. And if you want to get rid of that, you take your burnisher blender. I'm gonna make sure it is sharp, mine is. And you're just going to, let me do it right here. Go back and forth, and you can apply heavy pressure. Let me just clear some space. And it's going to fill in your pencil texture without being, or paper texture rather, without being abrasive, without leaving any sort of weird texture.
Can you show it closer?
Just finish filling in. So here's before and here's after, so you can see that texture is now gone and it's just smooth and it's really beautiful. And some blenders, they kind of have like a shine, a really heavy shine to them, or will kind of have a wax feeling. But with this, it just smooths it out, and you can actually go in with more color. So you can layer color on top of it, blend it out even more, or just mix your colors. So it works really, really well. And then here's another example too. It's easier to see on darker colors on camera. But it does a really, really nice job. This is my favorite pencil blender I've ever used. So for 2 pencils, it's only $6.50. And this is only on flash for a minute and a half. So if you're interested, please consider getting yourself this pack because it really is amazing. And I'll show you on my squirrel here what it looks like after I blend. So if I just give it a quick sharpen, you will see how awesome it is with a fine art piece. So I just start digging in here. You don't have to be apply too much pressure, but just enough to press that pigment into the paper, and it softens any lines and your shadows.
Really intensifies the color. That's what I love seeing when you use it.
Yeah, because you're getting rid of that white that's showing through the paper. But you can use it in the opposite direction that you've laid your color down, and then you'll see the best results with that. But you can see here, it really did a great job of blending that fur. Really nice. All right, join the giveaway. You get to pick your color of pencil case. We have a few left here. So join that giveaway and I'll let you pick your color. All right, let's see who won. All right, Chaos Coordinator 99 won the giveaway. All right, so you can pick your color. Hey, Ashley. All right, so we have red, orange, pink, lilac, light blue, bright blue, navy, lime, gray, and black. So we've got a lot of colors here. So pick whichever one you want. We'll get that shipped out to you in the morning. Thanks for joining the giveaway. Pretty much have the whole rainbow. All right, she wants red. All right, thank you so much. Appreciate you joining the giveaway, for being here. Please give us some hearts too. We appreciate you guys joining us this morning and for your support. If you're just joining and you're curious as to what I'm doing, this is the Grisaille drawing kit for the red squirrel. So you start out with this printed piece of paper. It's a really high quality Stonehenge Legion paper. And all these supplies are included. So you get a reference photo, you get a set of 12 beautiful colored pencils, a sharpener, and you also get a color guide and step-by-step instructions. So you don't have to do it on your own, and you can have everything you need all together. You do not need to get one more thing. You can grab this, sit at your couch or your desk, your table, and just start drawing. No sketching, no looking for your reference photo, color matching. All of that is taken care of for you, and it's great for all ages for that reason, because it makes coloring a lot more enjoyable because you get to just kind of skip that part and just have fun blending and layering colors, and you get really high quality reference photos, and it has a close-up too. Very handy. And this guy is just so darn cute. I love red squirrels. It's really the ear tufts for me. I don't know about y'all, but the little tufts on the ears really what makes him so adorable. So perfect project for summer. You can take this with you on vacation if you just want a little sit and draw type of project. Super easy to follow along, and if you want a more in-depth tutorial, we have those draw along classes available on our website, grisaille.com, and we've got some freebies there too. So if you've never heard of us, definitely go check it out. We have so many goodies. But this is a great deal, the best deal that we've ever had on this kit. $15 for all those colored pencils and everything that you see here. This is the set of colored pencils. They do come pre-sharpened and they have the sharpener included. Sample piece of paper so you can practice blending those colors before you get started, and you can kind of get a feel for it. And hey Rhonda, hey Scudder Bear. You also get a sticker. So these are really beautiful tones too. And you're not going to use them all up just with this drawing. You will have pencil left that you can use for any other drawing you want to do. So that's nice. And let's see. Now's a good time to use my crumb brush if you want to throw that up there. I've got some pencil crumbs here, and I like to have my space completely clean, so I'll just kind of go over this often. I always do this with all of my drawings. Just keeps your art clean, your desk clean. So I'm always doing this. And this is only a few dollars. This is $2.25. So here's what the package looks like. Super cute. There's this little baggie that comes with this brush. So $2.25. We've got 15 seconds on this if you wanted to grab this. This is great for your keyboard, your desk, and for your artwork. It's very gentle on your paper too, so it's not going to smudge anything in. Okay, so let's go ahead and just kind of come in here again. I'm going to go back to using these embossing tools as well, since I am doing the fur. See, if you see these lines here, I did this fur with these embossing tools. It's really easy. You just go in here and do some little flicks into your paper, and that's going to leave some small indentions that you can then go over with color, and you'll see that detail underneath. So
Yeah, can you show the little case of them while you're doing
yeah,
that? So they can see all what that whole set comes with. The case of the embossing tool.
here
Yeah,
is
it's in the
your set
corner,
of
just so you
5.
can see what that all comes with.
And they're really cute colors. They've got these little colored crystals in them, and they're double-sided too. So for $5.25, you can try these out. You can use them for cards, envelopes, doing little designs. So they're really cool for getting different effects. So here's my examples of, you just trace, do little designs to the paper. You can go over with the darkest color and still see that underneath. So it's really cute for designs and things. Yep, that's what it looks like. So I'm doing that for fur, and you can use it for whiskers too. So I have that reference photo beside me that I can follow along as I draw this little guy. But this is a really fun little project, especially for summer. Take it with you on the go since all of the materials fit in that envelope. Or if you want to stay, if you're not somebody that goes on vacation during the summer because you want to stay cool, then you can just have this by your couch, and you can just like watch TV or something and just be doing this drawing, because you don't have to think too much about it. I mean, you do have to, you're still coloring, you're still filling this image in, but you don't have to start from scratch. It's not intimidating at all. You're just kind of filling in the shadows and things as you go. And I just love it because it makes you feel like you're drawing like a professional, even if you're sloppy like me. But you don't have to be precise. Like in most of, you can see our full selections of kits at grizzeye.com if you want to see what else we have. But we've got the best deals over here on whatnot. But all of our subjects and things we choose are usually very forgiving. So like, even if you did this piece very sloppy and you just wanted to, I don't know, you can't really mess it up. Like, it's going to be cute no matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you do every little detail or you just kind of do it to relax, to de-stress, and you're not really paying attention, you're just kind of going through the motions. Like, it's going to be adorable no matter what, because this guy is precious. And then I can just kind of see these little shadows. Just kind of fill it in. But if you do coloring books and you're kind of just intimidated to start drawing, it's so much more intimidating when you grab a piece of paper and it's blank and you know that you have to just draw. Like, it's not easy. But the point with these kits is that when you do a few of these, you're going to feel more confident to draw on your own because you've practiced shading and all of those things and just kind of following the image. It really makes you more confident next time you go to draw something on your own. But I think this is the fun way to color.
Yeah, it's so hard to look at that blank paper and start.
Yeah. Even if you are like a professional, to just start from scratch can sometimes
And then looking for
just
what
be
to draw,
exhausting.
looking for references. I said, you always just say, by the time you get your reference and you start gathering your materials, sometimes you're just not even in the mood anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I do that. Well, I used to do that a lot. You know, I would spend hours looking on Pinterest or places to just find a reference photo to draw, and I would usually just give up. But this is just so nice because it's like a little workshop inside of an envelope. You're getting all the materials and everything to follow along. And it's so easy and satisfying. And like I said, I'm not being neat at all right now. I'm just throwing down colors and it's still coming together. So I'm using these embossing tools to just get those little fur textures. And I'm just going to use really light pressure this time because I kind of want more like wispy fur. So I'm just gently kind of going over this. It's longer over here. Hey, Crafty Gal, thanks for joining. So I'm just going over these highlights. Again, it's really helpful to have a base color. So this jasmine shade makes for a great base. And then when you start to layer, then it just kind of comes to life. And the more you blend and layer, the better it's going to look. Hey Stephanie, thanks for joining us. And I'm just going to go in with these shadows. And it's just really easy to shade like this. And once you add this terracotta shade over those orange type of colors, then you start to get the right shades. It looks really good.
Just gonna set a couple of these flash sales to go.
So now I can blend those colors and you'll see how nicely it will look once I do that. So this is our burnisher blender. If you missed my little examples, you can see this is what it looks like before and after using this blender, and it gets rid of that texture of your paper and kind of gives you this powdery finish. Works absolutely beautifully. I love these, use them all the time with every piece, but it comes with in a pack of 2, and you can see the examples on the back, and mine is a little used, but I'm going to go over this with just medium pressure, and you'll see that the colors kind of come to life because it's getting rid of that white paper texture showing through. And I'm just going to go over this whole area, and those colors are going to blend together and it's going to look more realistic, more filled in. You can use this in your coloring pages or for your drawings. But it's a great deal for $6.50. You can get a pack of 2 and try these for yourself. But it saves your pencils too because you don't have to do as many layers. You can just kind of like throw down colors like I was doing, and you'll get more pigment when you use this.
Maybe put that package in the corner just so they can see like what is on flash. Best deal. 50% off.
50% off.
3 minutes.
You get 2 of these. And like I said, they save your pencil. You don't have to do as many layers. It really smooths that color into the paper. So you can see even if I'm doing light colors and I don't want to get darker by doing more layers of these colors, then going over it with a blender will just soften it. And like I said, you can still go in after using the blender. It doesn't have any sort of oily or waxy color, and it's not abrasive like some other blenders can be. So these are definitely a favorite. You can really easily add more color on top. So it's just perfect for blending. So you can see I can go over it really lightly again, and it looks more pigmented. And then if you want to blend that out again, you can do that.
And it doesn't even get rid of all that embossing work that you did.
Yeah,
That's
you can still see the fur
interesting.
underneath. So really, really cool. Definitely recommend.
Yeah, you would think because it smooths out that all your embossing work would be
No,
destroyed.
but you can still see the texture underneath that I added with those embossing tools. But this blender just works like a dream. It saves you a lot of time with all those layers. So, and then here's my examples up close too. But it makes a big difference. I've only got a minute left on that flash sale, but $6.50. This pack of 2. Use this for your coloring books, your sketchbook, your fine art pieces. It allows you to do more layers of colored pencil too. Really recommend it. And then even like under these eyes, if I want that to be more feathered out.
Works with any brand of pencils too. So if you already have colored pencils, it'll work with any brand you have.
Yeah. And like I said, it's not abrasive. It doesn't rough up your paper like some blenders do. So that's really, really nice. So now I'm going to do some shading for this white fur. Thank you, Seven Jones. You got in just in time. If anybody else wants these blenders, 10 seconds, $6.50. You can see what a big difference this makes. Is a great tool to have. All right, thank you.
Yeah, that's been reviewed better than Prismacolor's colorless blender by many artists. So
Yes, because it doesn't feel waxy or oily. It doesn't leave any sort of coating on your paper. It's not abrasive. So for all those reasons, it's a favorite from me. Love it. So now I'm going in with more shading. I'm going to add a little bit of brown and gray to the belly of this little squirrel. He's so cute, and he's getting cuter. More my color. So we can easily blend this.
Seven Jones said, "You sold me on the non-waxy part." See that?
Yeah. Good. Yeah, after
It's very
feeling of them. Because you can layer on top.
Yeah.
But it does have kind of a smoothing effect, of course. But I like that you can still go in here and
Because our pencils are even oil based, but it is kind of a really perfect blend because you get the softness of wax, but not the wax bloom.
yes. Yes.
If you're interested in anything in our buy now, let us know and we'll see if there's a flash available for it. We do have our big set too.
Yeah,
I think
let
that's,
us know
that's on flash right now.
if there's anything you want me to demonstrate. I'm happy to do that.
We don't want to leave today without making sure everybody got what they want too. Maybe you can add a little bit of green to those leaves when you're done with that.
Yeah.
Just give it a little color on there. Oh, did you show them your finished piece?
No, I didn't. So this was my finished piece of the squirrel. I love him so much. So
Can you see
cute.
the close up of your embossing work?
Thank you.
It's so cute.
Yeah, obviously, you know, the more time you put into blending, the more realistic and more depth that fur is going to have. If you want to see how I did this piece, I have a 2-hour draw along class available at grisaille.com. So if you do get the kit and you want to see how I drew this, then you can go ahead and get that virtual class where I show how I do the texture of all this. This part was actually really fun and easier than it looks. Because the trick to doing these textures is to not blend, but use very light texture because you want the texture of the paper to show through more. So,
And then it makes
the
it look
background.
more detailed than, you know, you're really
Yeah.
down there.
And I love doing the lighting on the trees too. Or tree.
I love the blue behind the tail.
Yeah.
Look how far you've come even with this
So cute.
illustration that you just started today.
Yeah.
Like, you're almost done with that part, the whole body of the squirrel.
Yeah. I know. It was quick work. Really quick. But, yep. I love
It looks
this
so nice
piece.
when it's matted out too.
Yeah. I just love the colors. The colors that it comes with are really pretty.
Yeah.
And like I've said, you're not going to use these pencils all the way down for just this piece. You're going to have colored pencil left over that you can use on another project. So when you get this set, it's going to last you because you can see how pigmented they are. Even the color I've used the most, haven't even sharpened it yet.
Yeah.
So this was the
Relax.
color that I was using for the base. Haven't even sharpened it in the package. All these 3 colors that I've been using the most. So that's pretty impressive, right?
Yeah, no doubt. You just think you'd have to keep sharpening them, but you don't have to sharpen as much as you'd think.
Yeah.
You can show like where you started, and then we'll run a sail on the clipboard.
Okay. Here is what I started with. So this is where I've gotten so far. I'm not sure how long we've been streaming today, but
An hour, a little over an hour,
about an hour. So I was able to do the whole body.
and not even drawing the entire time.
Right.
So I'm just gonna put 1 minute on this clipboard. So
All right, so we've got this beautiful kind of sage colored clipboard. It's almost like a really muted, like greenish teal, really pretty. So you can clip your artwork in here and take this on the go, and you can fit all of your supplies in here. You can open it up, and it does fit quite a bit. So if you're doing one of the kits, you know, you can put all of the pieces in here. So if you're taking it with you, you can take your side and the reference photo and your embossing tools and your everything.
everything.
You can stick this in here, you know, with the pencil set and the pack of blenders and your mini crumb brush, and all of your pencils, everything. Boom, fits right in there. Only $10. There's only 5
I'll
left
run it one more time.
of this color.
I'm gonna run it one more time in case. We'll just do one more minute. Okay.
Oh, I thought $10 was the flash price. It's even more. It's even cheaper. All right, so $7.50. Again, we only have a few more in this color. These are super nice. You can take, you can fit coloring books in here. About these
And then you
clipboards,
get the drawing surface.
yeah. But you can take your water brush pens, which we've shown in another show, and let's see. You can take your pencil pouch and another pencil set. And look, it all fits. It all clips together. So,
Come on.
yeah, I love it. It's really convenient. So,
All right.
alrighty.
That is awesome. I love mine and I use it all the time.
Yep.
Is there anything else anybody wants to see?
I'll do one more look through of the cover of this kit. So this is the Grisaille Drawing Kit Red Squirrel. If you saw me demonstrating, but you didn't get to see what this was, this is an 8.5 by 11 project. You get a beautiful piece of artist paper to try it on. You get your reference photo, 12 colored pencils, sharpener, test sheet, color guide, step-by-step instructions. All of this comes together. It's only $15 today, the best deal we've had on this drawing kit. So it does tell you how to draw it, where to put your colors. Super helpful. You can also get a class at grisaille.com. I mentioned that the other day, and somebody did go buy a class for the kit. I'm not sure which, for the hummingbirds. Yeah,
Mhm.
so I do have a class on just about every drawing kit. So if you want to go see what other ones we have, you can check out our website and be able to watch it from start to finish. They're usually about 2 hours long. But you can fit all of this in your little clipboard. And
I'm gonna just put everything we have in the bike now on flash and then we'll end in a few minutes. Just to
Okay.
see if anybody is missing anything else. So the carousel is gonna be a little bit crazy. There's the Burnisher blenders. I'll say what they are and then you can just show it. And
okay.
so we've got the Burnisher blenders, normally 50% off for $6.50. And then so this, and then we have the 5-piece crystal embossing. So that's normally $7 for $5.25.
Only $5.25 for this really awesome set. Like I was showing you how I got the texture for the fur. It's like a little cheat. So if you see, this is my finished piece. If you want to be able to achieve this kind of texture in your fur, it's really easy if you use these embossing tools. So you're just going to use this before you add your color and just trace the little strands of fur. And when you color on top of it, then it disappears. So you get 5. They're double-sided, double-ended. So you really are getting 10 different size options.
Yeah, I love that. And when you start using that tool, you will use it all the time.
And you can use this on cards, coloring books, if you wanted to do patterns. I'm really surprised more people don't do that by just like creating patterns and then coloring on top. And then you can, of course, layer and do it in between different colors if you want to preserve a color underneath. You can just use that and
Just like writing
layer.
happy birthday and a little balloon and then just coloring on top. Like,
Yeah, it kind of gives a
just-
little sketchy
I'm
look
surprised
to
that
it.
more people don't know about this tool.
Really great for whiskers and things like that too.
Yeah.
So I've got blenders, embossing tools, $5.25. What's next?
And the little crumb brush, we'll just do a quick
Here
on
is our
there.
little crumb brush. So I use this to keep my my workspace clean and just sweep all the little pencil crumbs off of my art. Comes in this cute little package. and it doesn't, you know, really easy to take with you. It's only $2.25. So even if you just want to support us, you can get a mini crumb brush, and you can keep this on your desk. It's actually really good for cleaning your keyboard and anything you have that you just need to wipe the dust off. So
Okay, well, time's up on that. We'll show the primary color pencil set real quick. Let me start a flash on that, show that.
these are our primary colors. So if you want to try our colored pencils, you can get this primary set, and that comes with your basic rainbow colors and few neutrals too, and a sample piece of paper, so you can see what they feel like on doing one of the kits, because all of our kits use this beautiful Stonehenge paper. So really nice. You can mix any color you want just with these basic tones. So really high quality artist grade colored pencils. Our white is really nice too. You can see the color and number here. Hexagonal, they won't roll. They have a nice strong core, easy to hold, easy to sharpen. Great pencils. So only $7 for this set of 12.
Okay.
And then $15 if you want to try this drawing kit.
We've got 2 minutes left on the drawing kit, and then we're gonna end the show.
So this is your last chance. If you wanted to draw this adorable little guy, if you want your project for summer, I was able to complete this pretty fast. But even if you are slower, it's going to be fun. You want to take your time with it and really just enjoy it. It's relaxing. Like I said, I like to just sit at the couch in front of my TV and just draw. Does the squirrel kit come with multiple sheets of the squirrel? So you do get one, and if you do want another, we sell without the pencils. We sell these sheets individually on our website, so you can go check out this kit.
Friend or
Yeah, so it's really cool because we make it to where you can share this too by going to grizzly.com, looking at this product. We do just the sheet alone, and then you can add on another, so you can do it with somebody. Or if you just want 2 tries, or you want to try different colors, then you can, you know, feel like you can be more creative and not be afraid of making mistakes, but you won't. I mean, it's pretty easy to follow along. So again, the color guide, it's going to show you where your colors go. Tells you everything that comes included. And the reference, that is double-sided.
this
Here's
is
your
the best
step-by-step
price that we'll
instructions.
ever offer. This is it.
So we've got a minute left on this, and then we're ending the show. So if you want to get this kit,
You won't
it's
find it on
$15.
Amazon. It's cheap. It's not on our site. It's cheap. It's only right now.
Yep, and this is our first time showing this on Whatnot too. So this is your chance to get this adorable little guy. So here's the envelope, and then again, here's your set of pencils, and you'll have these colors left over. You're not going to use them all. And I was saying this was the color I used the most. Didn't sharpen it once. Like I literally just used it brand new and haven't sharpened it. You can see these are pigmented. So I used these 3 colors the most, and they're really not worn down at all. So you will still have colored pencil left over. You get a nice variety of colors. So you got some neutrals here, and your really pretty, more muted
20
shades.
seconds, and then we're gonna be done. So I hope you don't miss out.
So Lisa, if you are interested, get this kit while it's $15. Then head to our website and get another sheet individually. But this is the cheapest deal we have on this kit. But you can just get it on its own, and you'll still be able to enjoy all these supplies. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for joining. If there was anything that you wanted to see, let us know.
Give you a couple seconds
Give
to
you-
let us know if you wanted to see anything else.
Give you about 15 seconds to let us know if you missed anything. And if you wanted our storage clipboard, you could see I was fitting everything in here. Really cool to take with you on the go. And I'm just going to show my finished piece again because I love it. Super cute. And I have him on in my house for nice little artwork on my wall. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for joining. For those watching on YouTube and Facebook, we really appreciate you and hope that you will catch us in our next show. When is our next show? Is that on Thursday?
Thursday, go bookmark it, please.
All right. So we'll see you guys Thursday, and we really appreciate you watching.
Thank you.
Have a fantastic day. All right. Bye, guys.